I'm pretty sure all of you know that I am a CubeCraft-based Minecraft channel. The majority of my content is based on CubeCraft. This sometimes leads to me getting comments from players such as these, something along the lines of, play Hive instead. I always brushed it off and didn't really feel like I'd have a place on Hive, since my channel is not based there, and even with YouTube rank on the server, I'm still basically non-existent. A few weeks ago though, Hive announced they will be hosting a $10,000 content creator tournament that I have a great chance at participating in. There's only one issue though. I'm trash at Hive. Yes, I may be decent at CubeCraft, but it doesn't translate well over to Hive. The knockback, players, and games are different. But this is $10,000 we're talking about. I don't want to look like a complete non going into that tournament, so I decided I was going to practice Hive a lot. It's officially been one whole week since I began being a Hive main, and I learned so many cool things already. Want to see what I learned in only a week? Let's get right to it. One of the first things I had to get used to on Hive is the knockback. You see, the knockback on Hive is some weird 1.8.9 vertical rock hybrid thing. Compared to CubeCraft, it's much more vertical and much less powerful. Starting combos is a bit different and harder. On CubeCraft, to start a combo, you strafe or get the double hit, then basically chase your combo as they fly through the air like a majestic eagle. On Hive, however, they don't go very far. The first thing I learned was keeping distance while maintaining a combo. You need to be very patient when holding a combo. If you get too excited and tap W too early, you lose the combo and have to start over. It took a really long time for me to learn to have patience with a combo. If you keep calm and keep your distance, you will hold the combo for longer and win the fight. Next thing I learned was actually jump resetting. I found it a bit easier to hold combos, but also found it easy to get comboed. I needed to learn a way to defend against someone dealing knockback. That's when I remembered back when I was practicing 1v1s with one of the best CubeCraft players, and my personal sensei, Lightschips. He had told me about this really unique technique called jump resetting, where basically you jump just as you get hit to cancel out all the knockback being dealt. I'd been working on it for a bit, and by the middle of the week, I'd pretty much got it down well. Now, when I engage in a fight, the worst thing that can happen in a fair fight is we trade hits. Between jump resetting and W tapping, I feel like a Hypixel sumo sweat. That is, until someone pulls out snowballs, which I still have yet to learn how to deal with. I really hate snowballs. So, I had been getting the PvP and knockback down pretty well by now, and I began to learn about the games. I had learned what fights I could pick, and which ones I shouldn't. In Skywars specifically, I would usually go for people that has the same or worse loot than me. I'll be cautious about the players who have better gear than me, but if a player has full diamond, and I don't, 9 times out of 10, I will not take the fight. Through only 1 week of playing on Hive, I've already learned that their armor and protection system is very broken. CubeCraft uses Java Edition durability and protection, whereas Hive uses Bedrock, and for some reason, they are very different. So unless I have full diamond, I will always try to run away from the player that has full diamond. How do I make sure I don't have to face another full diamond while under gear? Be the first to middle. When I start my games, I would always do the same thing. Break the 3 chests with my axe, mine a few ores, arrange my inventory, and go to the middle island. Now, I've come up with a new strategy though. Every map typically has 2 chests within reach of when you first drop out of your cage, and 1 chest in a slightly further location. What I usually do is destroy the 2 chests that are near and ditch the furthest one. That way, I can focus on getting more ores and being as near as possible to the border when it drops to be the first person to middle. Along with genuinely understanding the games better and having more game sense, I learned to be more aware of my surroundings. You might know the popular Hive PvP YouTuber DZ. You know how he always does this? I always found it kind of funny, because I thought he was just doing it to click buttons. Well, it turns out, it actually has a use, and it works really well. I decided to try it out. Whenever I'm in a spot and I don't see any dangers in front of me, I always toggle my camera to look behind me too. It helps me be more aware of my surroundings and decrease the risk of being put into a surprise combo by someone. It really helps, and I feel more focused when I toggle my camera. Finally, the last big thing, and probably the coolest thing that I learned, was block and pearl clutching. Have you ever seen DZ's combos and clutches? In every video he has at least a few incredible pearl clutches. I really wanted to learn this, since sometimes you can't block clutch fast enough. Not only does this look cool, but if you clutch, It's almost as if you gave yourself a second life. You build back up and can essentially clutch the game. I can already imagine something like that happening in the tournament. I get knocked off, throw a pearl, and screw up. I would beat myself up if I didn't learn how. So, I did learn how. I decided to watch DZ's pearl clutches in 0.25 times speed to see exactly what was happening. DZ does this cool thing where he basically usually uses 2 pearls. 1 pearl to set himself back up, and the second one to clutch. He throws the first one usually back up high enough where he could be at a better angle to check his surroundings, then he throws the second one at the longest looking strip of the island. Once he throws the second pearl, he faces down at a slight angle and starts spamming the place block button. This ensures that when the pearl lands, he immediately places a block under himself and is saved. So, that's exactly the formula I started using, and it works. I've already made a few sweet clutches that are being saved for a future montage, and I've clutched multiple games because of it. Overall, I think spending 1 week grinding Hive has been a really fun, painful, and rewarding experience. Not only do I have a better shot at the Hive tournament, but I can also bring the things I learned back with me to CubeCraft or anywhere else. I already made this sick extension in Egg Wars after practicing block clutches on Hive. The journey has been really fun so far, and I look forward to continuing it. I'm honestly so excited for this tournament and really hope I do well in it. Make sure to vouch for me when I get accepted. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Who knows, maybe I can make another video. What I learned after maining Hive PvP for a month. Don't worry, this doesn't mean it will negatively affect CubeCraft content, just my free time. Anyways, hope to see you guys in the next video or live stream or whatever. Goodbye!